Tonight on Dispatches, what does the future hold for young Iraqis growing up in a war-torn country?
همنا الأول والأخير هو إخراج المحتل.
Young people willing to die for their cause. Nearly half the population of Iraq is under the age of 21. Tonight we show how they're struggling to survive and how their experiences have shattered their hopes for the future and turned them against the West. I'm an Iraqi journalist, and I've been investigating the price young Iraqis are paying for growing up in an occupied country. Getting around Iraq, even for an Iraqi, is very dangerous. Particularly in Baghdad, no one travels unless they have to. But it's the only way to meet young Iraqis and hear stories of life under the occupation. The schoolboy who chose to take up arms. And the young soldier who wants to stop him. The teenager coping with the trauma of being imprisoned in Abu Ghraib. The 17-year-old forced to flee sectarian death threats.
لأن كان قبل ماكو تفرقة وماكو يعني شلون نقول تفجيرات هواية.
And the young doctor who has decided it's time to leave.
يعني يوميا نهدد فممكن أن نقتل بهذا البلد.
Finding ways to talk to these young people has been a difficult and dangerous process. Even Iraqi journalists are targets. 98 have been killed since the invasion.
نشوف انه اكبر عدد اكو ناس ممكن يثارون ننزل الكاميرا حتى لا يكون هذا مناسبة لقتلنا.
For this reason, I have chosen to hide my identity, and this is why my words are being read by an actor.
بس تصيرون بطريق السد مع كذا.
19-year-old Haider had more reason than most to welcome the fall of Saddam Hussein. He comes from a Shia family. The Shias were historically persecuted under the former regime. Yet now they have turned against the American-led coalition.
صدام وامريكا نفس الشيء. صدام اخذوا ابوي عدمه وانا الامريكان ضربوني عوقوني لي. شنو الحل صدام؟
غرفتك هاي حيدولي؟
His family's story is typical of many others from the Shia community.
انا بقيت صغير وعيت على الدنيا لقيت ابوي ماكو. ليش انعدم ابوي وهاي؟
His father had been an officer in the army in the 1980s. He was arrested and taken to prison. His offense? To curse Saddam.
ورحنا عليه واجهناه وهاي فقال يعني يوم ياخذ من عندنا واجبات وهيك طلع يعني احنا جينا من يوم الاحد عنه جابوا لنا الاربعاء البلاغ بلغونا تعال استلموا خذوا 7 طلقات بصدره واحده بقصته واثنين برجليه هنا قصريه.
And the brutality didn't end there.
فلوس على فلوس طلقات استلموا من عندنا ما انطونا يا قاطونا فلوس طلقات كان بوقتها السويسري يحكي. ايه
واقف هنا وبابا من ورا.
Haydar was just 9 when his father was shot, but his father's execution was not the end of his troubles.
ابن معدوم خصوصي فاذا هاي طردوني.
Haydar's family live in Sadr city, a poor Shiite neighborhood in Baghdad. Disturbances are common.
صارت مشكلة بيناتهم على مود عمهم والورث وراثه.
In a country where law and order have broken down, people often take matters into their own hands.
منذ راسه فصارت طلقات وهاي اطلاقات ناريه لهذا السبب.
شو النتيجة؟ أحد انقتل؟
اي 3 ولد عم.
Given what happened to his father under Saddam Hussein, Haidar initially welcomed the fall of the regime.
سقط النظام كنا ارتاحين اجانا الخير وجانا الامور جتنا الزينه وجتنا هاي. دخلت قوات الاحتلال الامريكيه. دخلت ما اعرف شنو سيطروا على الوضع العام العراقي وسيطروا قال راح يسوون راح يبنون راح يسوون العالم راح يسوون لكم وضعيه زينه وبنايات وراح يعينون شباب.
But far from getting better, things were to get dramatically worse. When Haidar was on his way home from work in 2004, he was shot in the leg by an American patrol which had been ambushed.
تفلقت طلقه برجلي وطشرت. يعني رجل قطعت الشريان والانسجه والاعصاب. فلوس ما وامراه غاليه. زين وعندي عمليه اكو عظم بيها عظم يأذيني فقالوا الا عمليه.
His view of the American-led occupation has now changed dramatically.
ما خلوا شيء ما سوى الامريكان. انقذوا صدام عدم هواي الاف عدم ملايين. هسه امريكا انقذوا صدام.
Haidar is typical of the Shia community which has turned against the occupation. So what about the Sunnis, the other major religious group in Iraq? 30 kilometers to the west of Shiite Sadr city lies the Sunni town of Fallujah. It was the people from Fallujah who were the first to take up arms against the coalition. Since the invasion, it has become the epicenter of the insurgency. It was far too dangerous even for me to go to talk to these insurgents. However, dispatchers found a cameraman who was willing to travel to Fallujah and film with them. Mazen was only 15 years old when he joined a small group to fight the American-led occupation of Fallujah.
فمن يسقط قتيلا فهذا إن شاء الله شهيد في سبيل الله. ونحن ننتمي إلى أحد فصائل عناصر المقاومة الإسلامية العراقية. همنا الأول والأخير هو إخراج المحتل.
Mazen is part of an insurgent cell. His job is to plant explosives.
توجه 3 أشخاص ويكونون لهم إسناد لرصد المكان ولزرع 3 عبوات الناسفة.
Mazen took the camera with him and filmed one of his operations.
نكرر هذه العملية بنصب العبوة في الجهة المقابلة من الشارع. الأطباء وضعها هناك في الجزر الوسطية.
The roadside bomb seen here to the left of the picture is the insurgents' most potent weapon. It's been responsible for tens of thousands of casualties. On this occasion, the Americans spotted the bomb, cleared the area and destroyed it. But Mazen claims his group decided not to detonate it because women and children were in the area.
فإن شاء الله هذه العبوة.
Fallujah has seen some of the fiercest fighting in Iraq in the past 3.5 years. For Mazen, it had